Hello everyone, I'm Star here, and welcome back to some more Fatal 12. We got back with Miharu after trying to find information on the silver hair girl. She wastes no time in getting to the meat of things. She takes a sip of her coffee before going on.
今日も美味しいよ。
Alright, spill the beans, Miharu.
ありがとう。ってそうじゃなくて、先週のあの夜、ソーニャと話していたのは私の死因のカードについてもだったんだね。そうさ。君はソフィアが君のカードを持っていることを想定していなかっただろう。しかしソフィアは悪意があってそれを言わなかったわけではないらしい。君に必要以上に疑われることはしたくなかったそうだ。わかるよ。私は初めソーニャのことをすごく疑ってたから。仕方のないことだよ。もっともだからこそ僕はソフィアに確認をした。そして実際ミハルの使命のカードも持っていた。ああ、だがソフィアは信頼されないことを恐れずに最初に言っておけばよかったと後悔はしていたようだよ。あの子らしいね。そうだね。その点については僕も同意だ。悲しいくらい彼女は純粋だった。
Memories of us sitting together at this very table come flooding back. It was just like we were nothing more than three friends hanging out.
僕としては11番の女性のように積極的に相手を脱落させている相手に僕のカードを取られるのは避けたかった。そしてそれ以上に君のカードを選ばれるのが怖かった。だからソーニャを指名したんだね。
I hesitated to press the issue any further, mainly because it involves questioning how she can be so calm and collected in the face of all this. It's entirely possible that I'll hear something I don't want to if I ask. Yet I end up asking her anyway. I gotta say something. I haven't checked the what's it called, the card book. This person. You have hers, and you have fire. Oh, your cause of death is fire. Look at that. My cause of death is fire too. I miss her. This is the old man. And then this. Who's that last person? I don't know. I've never seen the old person, but who's that last person?
ミハルはどうしてそんなに冷静でいられるの？悲しむことが本当に必要なことかい？
I can't bring myself to snap anything back to her. That's the exact response I was afraid I'd hear. It's not like I don't understand her point. I know that there's no point in being upset.
ミハルはそれでいいの？構わないよ。君が選定の参加者だと知った時から僕の気持ちは変わっていない。君のために僕の命を捧げさせてくれ。もういい。もうそれは分かったよ。
I can't help but be blunt. Why I expected such a reply is still not what I wanted to hear. I don't have it in me to say anything anymore, though.
気持ちの整理がつかないのも無理はない。昨日の今日だからね。
The tone of her voice doesn't falter.
今日はもう終わりにしよう。しかし存外話が早く終わってしまったけれど、僕はまだコーヒーを飲み終えていない。もう少しここにいていいかい？
Oh, by the way, just so you know, you guys, summary. I'm on week 4. Well, week 4 passed. I'm on week 5 right now. On week 7 is the last thing I can show. So after week 7, I can't really show that much. I could if I want to, but I shouldn't really spoil anything. My only response is a quick nod. Just as she said, I'm still distraught over what happened. What's worse, I seem to get more aggravated at night. I end up waiting for Miharu to finish her coffee. I can't bring myself to look her in the eye during that time, not even once.
では、僕はそろそろ行くよ。ごめん。ちょっと待って。
I stop her just as she gets ready to walk out. There's still one important question left for me to ask.
美晴の名前は、いろいろあるのは分かってるけど、前の名字はヘビナタなんだよね。私は美晴の名前を知っているのに、三島美晴でカードは作られなくて、ヘビナタ美晴が美晴の使命のカードだったよね。戸籍上の名前は、僕は三島美晴だよ。つまり、私の疑問っていうのは、カードが作られる基準がよくわからなくって。ああ、君の疑問はもっともだ。そしてきっとそれは選定において女神の説明不足な部分であり、ルールの穴と言うべきかもしれない。
I managed to catch the brief glimpse of sadness in her expression. There's no doubt that she's not very comfortable discussing this topic, and yet she's doing her best to act unfazed for my sake. I make no effort to stop her, though she knows that I've noticed, which is why she's bothering to explain in the first place.
謝ろう。君には嘘を教えていた。
Her expression grows more pained as she says that. I feel kind of bad about it, so I can only imagine how she feels.
このことを説明するには、僕のことをもういくらか詳しく話さなければならない。僕の名字は両親が離婚して変わったわけじゃないんだ。別の理由で僕はヘビナタから。だが僕の母親は君の知っている通り、あまり褒められた人間ではなくてね。
She has talked to me about her mother before, albeit briefly, about her habit of wasting money and her failure to do any chores, for instance. That's why Miharu has several part-time jobs and has to deal with the household chores as well. Unlike most students at Amica, she's far from financially sound. The only reason she can attend school is due to her scholarship.
僕はできることなら父親の姓を名乗っていたかった。今でもそうできなくなってしまった運命を呪っている。
I sense that there's a lot more to this than what she's telling me. It's likely that everything she suffered through links back to whatever that could be.
この選定におけるカードのルールは、僕は全てが論理的なものではないと思う。いわゆる認知というものに頼りすぎている。
You can't make blind guesses when it comes to someone's cause of death and regret cards. Knowledge of the events surrounding them isn't a requirement. Each participant's perception of those events take priority. In other words, there's no universal criteria in place for participants when it comes to creating new cards. That's Miharu's point.
今回の場合もそうだ。僕は自分の名前が三島美晴だということを受け入れていない。だから美晴のカードは海老名美晴なんだね。きっと僕の心の奥深く、夢に現れる深層心理でも同じことを思っているのだろうね。私は論理的かもって思うよ。そもそも名前って絶対的なものじゃない。生まれたばかりの赤ちゃんには名前がないもん。
If it weren't for Keiko, I probably would have agreed with Miharu. But now, this is how I truly feel. Surnames change all the time due to marriage. Not only that, but you can even get it changed legally if so inclined. It's not always cut and dry like that, sure, but names are still something that reflect the person's individuality over all else.
なるほど。認識自体が認知の上に成り立っているということか。僕は自分の名前に縛られていたからね。視野が狭くなっていたよ。 げさだよ。でも疑問は解消したって感じかな。君を混乱させてしまっていたね。ううん、みんなそれぞれいろいろあるでしょ。けど私にとって美晴は美晴だから、それは何にも変わることはないよ。くす。
She giggles with a smile in response to my proclamation, and it's not a forced smile either. It's a sincere one of relief.
話は変わるけれど、運命の大広間であんなことを言ったから、君に避けられないか心配していたよ。本当に私は分かってたよ。これで参加者のうちの何人かには僕たちが仲間割れしたと思い込ませることができたはずだ。
The other participant must have figured out our friendship because of how we've been talking to each other since the very first election. In fact, Sonia assumed that we were friends from the start too.
タイミングはバッチリだったね。ではそろそろ行くよ。
I'll see you tomorrow.
うん。また明日学校で。
She smiles and makes an ever so elegant exit from the store. I probably should have saved, but I know I'll see her tomorrow. Funny, I made coffee thinking we'll be talking for a while, but the real conversation only began after we finished drinking it. I take a moment and stare at Mihiru's empty cup before getting back to my usual routine. I slept so soundly last night that I didn't even dream. Dreams. Hard to believe that such a concept has taken on a whole new meaning for me. I never considered the possibility of a whole other world existing within our dreams. Not to mention a goddess like Parka coming along and connecting me with others through their world. I mean, who could imagine meeting complete strangers within your own dream? It'd be a romanticized situation if it were Soju manga, I'm sure. I kept my mind back to the other participants' appearances. That's when I remember something crucial.
O-ji-san.
Uh-huh. Naomi's message from yesterday springs to mind. She said that there's definitely something suspicious about that girl and where she's staying. And it's not just an old man either, he's Japanese. That man is number V. Number 5. I might be onto something. Actually, I should have caught on right away. There's still plenty of time before I need to be at school. I want to try something. My decision's made. I make my way to the old man's house. Oh, you stupid Rinka. You shouldn't have gone by yourself. Okay, I'm gonna save. I'm gonna save because I had to save over the other ones. I save after this one. Yes, save. Close. It's a pretty tricky route after all, but jotting down the address yesterday turned out to be worth it. But I probably would have been fine without it, considering I managed to memorize the route.
ここだ。
I made sure to keep some distance to avoid looking suspicious. It may be early in the morning, but people are still passing through. Once the area empties out, I check inside his mailbox. I feel pretty bad about doing this, but it's necessary. There are a few letters in there, and here definitely more than a day's worth. Most of them are debt collectors, not from just collection agency either. There are multiple different senders. I ignore all that, grab a random letter, and remove it from the box. I want to see who's addressed, of course.
牛塚重次さん。
That has to be the name of the old man living here. Just to be sure, I checked if these had the same name. All that's left is to get a glimpse of his face. I consider waiting for him to leave the house, but I need to remain mindful of time. As important as this is, I still have school. Helps that probably safest there too. Just I decided to stick around for as long as I can. I noticed 2 figures in the distance. 2 figures that I recognize even. One male, the other female. Both were foreigners and tall. Is that Odette and Federico?
あの二人。
Federico and Odette? There's still plenty of distance between us, so I can't make out their faces. Not that I need to, I can tell it's them based on their silhouettes. Not only are they participants, but they're also the most dangerous duo by far. Oh my god, they're here! Why? I instinctively duck for cover. They have to be targeting the girl. Either that or they're looking for the interrelationship between her and the old man, just as I am. Assuming he turns out to be participants, it's likely they've tracked him down here. carrying a notepad. I assume she's gotten a hold of his address somehow. In that case, they must be coming for him instead of the girl. After all, she wouldn't be listed as living here. Just as I'm deciding whether to stick around or head to go, the front door pops ajar. Noticing this door ducked into a nearby alley. From what I can tell, numerous ex-ones the ones who's prompted to do so. That surprises me. She seems like the kind of person who will leap when the opportunity presents itself, so I don't expect her to tread carefully. Both the girl and the old man are likely aware of the situation they put themselves in, so it's only natural for them to scout out their surroundings before they leave the house. Deciding that the coast is clear, the door swings open. Light pours out of my bag all of a sudden. The moment the old man steps out of the house, in fact, that's when I become certain he is Ushizuka Shigetsuki, whatever. His appearance matches what I saw in the dream work, a tenacious looking old man. I got the impression that he was in a shed-in sorts, but his current attire of sweater and loose pants says opposite. Remember, ex-partner Federico remained hidden for some reason. Regardless, I've confirmed that it was a bona fide participant. It's safe to say that I'm putting myself in danger by staying any longer. As such, I slink back into the station, taking care not to bump into any of the others. Who's the last person that's missing?
どうやらビンゴだぜ。
Sorry, gotta stop you for one moment. Yeah, see, you're the old man. Let me see. Okay. Where's the regret one? No, I got gold medal. Sorry. Who's this last person that's missing? I don't remember seeing anybody else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12. There's a 13. No, I'm counting badly. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12. Who's the last person? I gotta see the opening again and count all the people. I don't know. I don't remember the last person. I whispered to her that when the old timer leaves his house.
バカ、声がでかいんだ。
She may have whispered, but she also slams her foot down on mine. Gotta admit, she's uncharacteristically cautious at times like this. You think someone massive like her would charge right in, but nope, she even keeps us at a fair distance from the house to ensure we aren't seen. Granted, putting this much distance between us means she gets that her massive body doesn't lend itself to stealth. Enough about her, let me recall how we ended up here in the first place. Me and Odette had to talk about who to target after the third election, where that crazy Finn Japanese lady got eliminated. You mean Keiko? Odette's institution played a big part of us targeting Roe, so we still hadn't made use of the cards we were dealt at the beginning. Knowing there'd be a name or two among those initial cards, we decided to go after whoever was in my set. Normally I'd be against showing off my cards, but Odette told me which cards she'd taken from Roe immediately afterwards, so... Well, it's not like she chose to do that. Was I planning to get something in return? Turns out I had that Russian kid's name card, Sophia or something. The kid had been through some rough stuff, but it ain't any of my concern. We took her parents hostage and Odette got her to spill her life story. Then she implied that she had one of Odette's cards. Not only that, but Odette decided to give her some time to screw around. Time to let her get over her regret, really. Can't say why she did it, but there ain't no point in trying to get into that woman's head. I wouldn't have been able to learn this much about Sophia, it was just her name, so I decided not to complain. Had things gone according to plan, Odette would have eliminated Sophia, but that me had brought one up to her. Make no mistake, Odette ain't the type to let something like that slow her down. Well, the same in that regard. Plenty of things went awry for me back in Italy, but I never took issue with it. In fact, the situation are when people are exposed to their worst side, you gotta make the most of that. Just like I said in the Court of Fate, 2 of the 3 cards dealt to me at the beginning belonged to participants that had already been eliminated. Next up is numero V. Virula Odette had his name card, so we used it to dig up dirt on him, and here we are.
おい、ぼーっとしてんじゃねえ。撤退するぞ。
あ？なんでだよ。相手はジジイだ。と捕まえて情報を吐かせりゃいいだろうが。それか、あいつのいないうちに家に入っちまえばいいだろ。
バカかってんだ。これから通勤ラッシュの時間に入る。ただでさえあたしらは目立つんだ。通報でもされたら厄介だろう。 早朝か深夜にもう一度来る必要がある。ここは住宅街だからな。ソフィアやローの時よりも慎重に行かねえと。
俺より目立つのあんただけどな。
She smashed her foot down on mine again because she isn't too pleased about the implication that she's the only one that stands out.
だけどさ、結局新しい情報は得られなかっただろ。
いや、あの家がジジイの住処だって分かれば死因は予想できる。
ボロっちい家だが、それでわかるのか。いや、なるほどな、だからか。
Did I move the age?
珍しく察しがいいじゃねえか。言ってみろ。
Figured she spilled the beans if I acted like I caught on, but that didn't go quite as planned. Now I don't even know, bother pretending. She smacked my shoulder before she continues.
他に身寄りがないジジイだ。日本じゃそういう連中が孤独死してしばらくしてから発見されるってのは問題になってるらしいじゃねえか。日本は特に閉鎖的なコミュニティ、村社会だっつうから起こりやすいのかもしれねえな。腐った死体やらの清掃なんかを専門にしてる業者すらあるらしい。まあそれはいい。てめえが話を聞いた主婦の言葉を思い出しな。
まあベラベラと喋る太った主婦だったな。
I think back to what she told me. Seems like there were rumors of him cooking the buckets since he rarely left the house.
ガシか。しかし、いくら孤立したジジイでも先進国で餓死はないんじゃないか。金の補助は国から受けてたんだろうし。
そうでもないさ。あの主婦はジジイが腰を痛めてることも話してただろ。
Yeah, that's right, she did. Don't know why she remembers more of this stuff than me when I was the one who talked to the woman.
ひどい腰痛ってのは自力で動けなくなることがある。私が船に乗ってた時にもそうなっちまった乗組員はいた。ジジイが家で突然そのレベルの腰痛に襲われたとしよう。元から患ってたんなら突発ではねえけど、孤立しているから助けを求められない。近所の連中もジジイが家から出てこないのは慣れっこだから気にしない。金だけもらって介護を受けてるわけじゃねえから短期間じゃ訪問もねえ。人間は7日飯を食えなかったら、あるいは3日水が飲めなければ死ぬんだ。
I can tell she's serious by the tone of her voice. Knowing what she's been involved in, I wouldn't be surprised if her crew had come close to starvation at some point. That or she's seen it happen to one of her shipmates before.
重度の腰痛で動けなくなっちまい、助けも呼べず、そのままガチか。
A familiar light emanates from my book. The sign that a new card's been made. The same thing happened for her did too. When she notices, she can't help but grin. It's honestly sickening how good she is at this.
だけど、動けないほどの腰痛があっても、さっきジジイは外に出てた。ソフィーなんじゃらの時もそうだったが、選定の間は体がある程度回復してるってことなのか。
てめえの予想の通りだろうな。肉体の状態はどこかの時点まで戻されるって考えた方が良さそうだ。
She nods and reinformation after repeating what I said. I have expected her to say she doesn't care, so it takes me by surprise. Her expression reverts to its usual state, then she turns around.
ほらよ、十分収穫はあった。いい加減戻るぞ。
We head back to the way we came, making sure not to be spotted by Ushizuka. Sorry. Unbeknownst to Rinka, Alan had been tailing her for the past few days. Oh, that brings to the residential district where Ushizuka, whose name he has yet to learn, lives. What's more, he has learned the whereabouts of both her school and Lion House. Ooh. Seeing that she's making her way to school after obtaining the Eloise man name card, he chooses to stop tailing her for the time being. He closes his eyes and recalls her figure.
Rinka.
Eliminating her would prove a simple task, were he to actively focus on it. However, a number of reasons prevent him from doing so. First is her relationship with number 2, Miharu. She may have gone to lengths to make it seem like they had a falling out, but Alan witnessed them being friendly at the lighthouse. It's confirmed to him that they are still cooperating. One cannot target Rinka without first dealing with Miharu. Alan has no idea which cards she was dealt at the beginning either, which is the main reason for his hesitation in getting involved with her. Her actions during the previous election show that she cannot be underestimated. She may have eliminated a girl far younger than herself, but she went head-to-head with Nomura to obtain election rights. The biggest reason of all, however, is that Alan has found himself under suspicion from Japan's police. His recklessness while obtaining Kabuchi Keiko's information has landed him in a tight spot. He made a sure to scout out the position of each camera in the hospital and cut off those he couldn't avoid, but something unexpected happened. He somehow ended up on the list of suspects responsible for the attack on the hospital. Under normal circumstances, he would use illegal means to ensure that he would not be arrested, but his current situation does not allow for that, especially because he holds far less influence in Japan than back in India, where his company is based. He may have some leeway, but now is no time to flex those muscles. Valid are these reasons are, Alan is simply using them as a means to distract himself from the reality of the matter. There is a far simpler reason behind his choice not to pursue Rinka, one that he hadn't noticed earlier. The look in her eyes, it reminded him of himself. Not only does she lack his amassed fortune, but she is also nowhere near as physically imposing, and yet somehow her eyes burn with determination matching his own.
それよりも
Alan has the chance to learn the old man's name the same way Rinka did, but he opts not to. To be more accurate, he can't. This is thanks to his spotting a particular duo keeping their eye on the old man's home. Alan arrived after Rinka's departure, so likely had no idea she was also there.
11番の女は確か5番氏名を取得していたな。
That was more than enough reason to understand why she was here. With sufficient connections, one's supposed to learning when someone lives based on their name alone is a simple feat. What surprises Alan is the fact that someone like her would cooperate with number 3. The sheer stupidity he displayed in the court of fate has Alan convinced that he would be left for later, but that was no longer the case if he was a debt. It may seem like it, but Alan has respect for those who eliminated other participants. Only 2 people have earned his disrespect thus far. One is Miharu, the other is Odette. He doesn't know the name, but still. And I can tell that the latter is no ordinary person. One glance was all he needed to understand her background and the deeds in which she has been involved. Based on what he's seen, she seems to have the upper hand with number 3.
男の方は手足かあるいは鉄砲玉といったところか。まあいい。今すべきは
His target switches from the old man to those 2. Keeping an eye on them would likely lead to him getting his hands on number V's information without much effort. Not only that, but discovering where they are based now, while unaware of his plans, would give him the advantage down the line. I think number X is Bill because, remember, in the beginning she said, "Save me, Bill," but there's nobody named Bill here. I'm pretty sure this person's name is not Bill, and then this one we don't have this person yet, so I'm pretty sure that's Bill. He begins to detail the 2, taking extra care not to be noticed. Soon after, Alan returns to the residential district. His attempt to tail them hasn't ended as well as he hoped. Not being noticed though. Alan trusts himself to not slip up when it comes to that. However, those 2 must have unconsciously taken a path to shake any potential pursuers. It eventually led him to losing sight of them.
やはりあの女が優先か。
He mutters to himself as soon as stand out. He then makes his way back to his own base of operations. The time has come for him to finally take action. After a long day, I finally have some time to relax in my room. Nothing noteworthy has happened beyond this morning's event, although I guess the fact that my class has finally gotten around to prepping for the course of festival counts as noteworthy. Sounds like they moved forward with fortune teller idea. The one in charge will essentially prepare a bunch of fortune-telling methods and use them whoever stops by. They've gone with this plan because the one in charge wants to test out these so-called methods. Fortune-telling, reading one's fate. Funny how they ended up with that after things I've experienced. At least I'm not involved in the plans or being extra, in my opinion. They're just gonna ask me and Miharu to help the day of. Mao, on the other hand, seems fascinated by the whole thing. Should be helping to prep it as well as work longer than we will during the festival.
真面目な顔して思わせぶりなこと言っておけばいいんだよね。うち得意な気がする。
Just what you expect to hear from her. I wonder if they'll manage to finish everything on time since Culture Festival is in 2 weeks. I bet we're the only class this far behind schedule. I already feel exhausted. It's barely 10 p.m. Well, it makes sense considering I left the house so early this morning. I repeat the elderly's name in my head to make sure I don't forget. Now I have to find out his cause of death and regret, but I'm not quite sure how to go about it. I'm so curious about the girl staying with him too. While I do have her cause of death card, all I know is that a fire is involved, nothing else. That's probably the biggest issue with the card dealt to us at the beginning.
問題はここからどうすればいいかだね。
I said things aren't difficult enough. I got Federico and Odette to worry about. Things may have gone well enough yesterday and today, but that doesn't mean I'm a pro when it comes to tailing people and such. It's entirely possible that I'll mess up at some point and get myself stuck in a tight spot. Regardless, I can't sit back and let those two get the upper hand. One option is to throw caution to the wind and approach Ushizuka directly, but that's too risky. Odette will likely end up adding me to her list of targets alongside him and the girl if I did that. I tried searching on the internet, but I don't get any relevant results. Getting info on him without putting myself out there seems tricky. I can't just waltz over to City Hall and ask for his family register when I'm completely unrelated to him either. That's why I'm going to approach things from a different angle. I do have an advantage over that duo. The majority of participants, myself included, are from Japan. Plus, most are located in Shinjuku, an area rich with schoolgirls just like me. It keeps me from standing out in most situations, which is advantage. The only issue is that the sole approach I can think of questioning the locals near his residence. Actually, that might not be too bad of an idea. I did shuffle over there pretty early this morning, so there weren't many people around. That's probably why those two showed up when they did too. They aimed for a time when a few people would be around.
私なら人が多い時間でも。
It's hardly normal to ask questions about some random old man, but hey, I'll still seem less suspicious than either of those two doing the same. If I really do need to. I can even pretend to be a granddaughter or an ex-wife or something. Yeah, right. I just need to act like Naomi did at the hospital where Keiko was. I'll try going in the evening. Everyone's running around shopping around then. Not only does it give me more people to question, but I can also blend into the crowds if need be. With that sorted out, I should sleep as much as possible, so I'll be ready to take action. But just enough to turn off the lights, I hear a distinct meow coming from down my feet. Leaf! Yeah!
あ、レテ、どうしたの？
I always make sure to feed it and have water, so I doubt it's hungry. It doesn't seem to respond to my question, so of course it's pretty freaky if it did.
私、もう寝るからね。
I want to give it some attention, but I'm a bit too tired tonight. I flick the lights off and clamber into bed. Leaf follows suit, which is rare. It prefers to sleep atop of the covers, not under them. This little rascal has a habit of using my stomach as his pillow too. I stroke its head for a moment before shutting my eyes and focusing on sleep. It's amazing how warm something with such a tiny body can be. Oh, I should know I have 3 cats that sleep with me. There's a term for when one realizes you're dreaming, lucid dreaming. Ever since the blind selection began, I have experienced at least once per week. Granted, I'm not quite sure that you can call what goes on the court of faded dreams. Whenever I find myself once again in a strange place, despite knowing for a fact that I went to sleep not long ago.
Yeah.
That's Leaf, I can tell. Alrighty, but I'm gonna leave it off here. I hope you guys are enjoying the series. If you are, give the video a thumbs up. If you're not, you just not enjoy it as much as I tried to please you guys. So I see you in the next one. Hopefully we can survive this and not die early. Please don't let Leaf be the other person that's missing, please.